ARIA Awards. Nominations are open, is that correct?
Nominations, I believe, have because there's public voted, and that you can vote every day for the public voted awards. But I have a lot of predictions. But
Yes.
firstly, actually, can we touch on some pretty exciting stats that's come out of the nominations? Because for the first time, there is 22 First Nations artists represented in the nominations list. That's the highest representation in ARIA's history. So definitely such an incredible feat. I mean, you've got 3%, which is that First Nations supergroup. That's Nookie, Dallas Woods, and Angus Field, and they're up for 3 awards. And then I'm not sure if you're across Cyril yet, this incredible artist producer. He did a remix of the Suzi Quatro, Chris Norman 70s song called Stumbling In, and that's up for Song of the Year, which is actually public voted, and Best Dance and Electronic Release. And then you've got Becca Hatch and Psycho. They're both up for Breakthrough Artists. So amazing to see the highest representation of First Nations artists in ARIA's history. Love that. And then the other stat that I found super exciting is that the noms list is 55% female, which is up from 34% last year. So we love to see gender parity in the music industry because it's very rare.
Yeah, and I love that the statistics will show that there's change evolving in Australia and where society's at, and that's wonderful.
Yes, I love that. Now, are you ready for my predictions?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm not going to take you through all of them because there's a lot of categories. I'm going to go through the main ones. Let's go. Okay, album of the year. I would love it to be Amy Shark's Sunday Sadness. I mean, she's an 8-time ARIA winner. She's got 4 nominations for that record. It's her 3rd record. It's a strong, beautiful record. It's also her number 1. But I think it's going to go to Troye Sivan for Something to Give Each Other. It had huge global impact. It celebrates queerdom. I was very lucky to spend some time in LA with Troy for the Rolling Stone cover story that I wrote, and I just know that he poured so much of himself into that record. So best solo artist. I do think Amy Shark's Sunday Sadness would be great. I also think Troye Sivan, Something to Give Each Other, is definitely worthy of best solo artist, but I think it's going to be Kylie Minogue for her record Tension. She's up for 5 nominations at the awards, but I reckon it was Padam Padam that has made me think this, because she had this huge viral TikTok moment. Gen Z latched on thanks to that song. It completely revived her career. It gave her her biggest solo hit in a decade. It was her first number 1 US top 10 in a decade. And I think she's going to be in town. So if she's there in the flesh, I feel like she's more likely to win, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, if she's there in the flesh because she's coming back to Australian shores, she probably deserves to. And then Troy and Amy can just split one each so they can go home happy.
Yes. Oh, we want them all to win. Yes.
What I'm really loving through all our chats just now is there seems to be the intergenerational thing. So like Charlie XX, who some of our listeners might not have heard of, but maybe their grandchildren have, but doing that with Kath and Kim, who they would have heard of. And then the Suzi Quatro and Cyril, I think you said. I like that there's this big merging. Maybe that's always been happening during time. Who knows?
No, I love it. I think it also is very smart from an artist's perspective. Tap into the nostalgia for the older generation, but then also understand that Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they don't care when a song was released. They just know that a good song is a good song. If you play them a song and they love it, and you tell them that it's from the 70s, they're not going to stop playing it. They love it because it sounds good to them. So, I mean, I just love the younger generation and how their approach to listening to music is.
ABC Listen. Podcasts, radio, news, music, and more.